Okay, welcome to Mornings with Mel. I'm Mel.
And I'm Natasha.
And I'm Alyssa with Happiest Hour.
Awesome. Thank you for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
So we always start with the question, what inspired you to start your business here in this community?
Okay, so I feel like that's a loaded question. And I think to kind of understand, I need to give you like a little bit of background.
Oh, yeah.
So I always knew that I wanted to be a business owner for probably like the last 8 years. But I think there was a couple different career paths that I could have went down. So I really have just been kind of like trying each of those out to decide, which way I wanted to go first off. And then just being totally transparent, I think my decision to open this business was kind of a manic decision.
I love that. Yeah. I feel that.
My husband was actually deployed when I opened it. So surprise. Yeah, he came home and was like, "Are you nuts?"
We all have a crazy deployment project.
Yes.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. But yeah, no. So we had been here for 2 years before he got deployed. And I had just been kind of like sitting back and watching, and I saw like the different events that were going on, the different weddings that were happening, because it's a military town and things like that. And I just wanted to do something that I was going to enjoy, something that would be fun. Because I like to have fun. I like to bartend. I like to make people happy. I like to make people laugh. So that's kind of how this all happened.
Oh, that's cool.
I love that. People are always looking for something unique in the community, especially like you said, like weddings and events and things like that. So it's
Right.
just neat.
So
Right.
what are some of your most popular drinks when you have events?
So I'm not like a restaurant or anything like that. I'm mobile. So I don't have a set menu, but for each event or wedding or birthday, whatever it is, I try and tailor like the menu to their event. So, if it's Spider-Man themed, I want to make Spider-Man themed drinks,
Awesome.
Yeah. So for the 4th of July, though, our last vendor event that we did, the top 3 drinks that I had was, let me think. The number 1 was Firecracker, which was our take on a Shirley Temple, but it was a layered drink. So it was red, white, and blue in your cup. So that was our number 1 seller.
Shirley Temple
And
girls' favorites.
Yeah, they're my favorite.
they're so underrated, honestly. And then the second one was our Berry Patriotic, which I created. It was just like a concoction of different berries and sour mix and ginger ale. It was really good.
Oh, wow.
And then our third, I believe, was the Lady Liberty lemonade, and it was a cotton candy flavored lemonade. And I thought that was going to be the least favorite, and that clearly was in the top 3. So yeah.
Your favorite, like of all time, what's your favorite?
Let me think. Honestly, I think from that event, my favorite was our blue sparkler. It was a blue raspberry Moscow Mule, and that was.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, wow. Really good.
Okay, so what would you say out of all of the events that you've gone to so far, what is something that like sticks out in your head most, like the most memorable event or moment you've had so far with your business?
I think, honestly, my most memorable, for me at least, is going to be my very first event that I ever had. I feel like you don't forget like your very first of anything, like you probably remember the first house that, went under contract, So to me, it was really special because I had been pushing and pushing, content in my business for like 3 months at that time. And I finally got a booking, and it was for an open bar for a wedding, for like 120 person wedding. And I was like, this is it. This is go time. I just remember I wanted to be over prepared, which I usually am, but I just wanted to make sure that I had everything and anything I could possibly need. Everything went so smooth, like the most perfect day that you could think of. It was that day. The client was super easy, super nice to work with. He paid in full. Like there was just no bumps in the road. I was like, dang, is this how every event's gonna go? The groomsmen came out. They helped me unload my car. They helped me load it up, which like nobody ever has to do that. But that was just super kind. Yeah, the wedding party was so much fun. I think to this day, that is still the most fun that I've had at any of my weddings or events. Like, seriously.
People loves that because, everyone's always nervous about if people are having fun at their wedding. So for the people that are like the vendors that are having fun, it's a good time.
Right.
So if you don't mind just kind of explaining what, like how your setup is, like what you can do birthday parties or weddings, or kind of explain like you go to it, you set up, you have the alcohol.
Yeah, sure.
Explain all that.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like that's nice to talk about because that's like the number one question that I get. They're like, I don't understand.
Yeah, a lot of people understand what we're saying when you're like, I was at a wedding event, or like, what's your setup? What do you do?
Okay, so when I get hired for my service, I'm always going to be a dry hire. Because I'm not a brick and mortar, I can't hold a liquor license. So you hire me for my service, and then I bring everything else that you can possibly think of. And then you supply the liquor and I serve it. So that's when I get hired. Now, when I do vendor events, I just sell mocktails, which means no alcohol.
Okay.
Yes. And then I have a portable bar. It like folds up and folds down, goes in my car. And then we also have a trailer that we just renovated as well. So we're starting to rent that out now.
Is that because I've seen your marketing on social media, by the way, is fabulous. Your presentation for your drinks and everything like that is great. But is that the wooden bar that I see in your pictures? Is that on your?
The wooden bar is my portable bar, or like a satellite bar, people call it. Yes. Yes. And the trailer's the 6x12 that I've posted a couple times.
That's so cool. I like that you actually don't do the alcohol part. So like if we wanted to do like a birthday party or something for our kids or something, like that's actually like how would it be to have
you still get the experience. Exactly.
Yeah. Exactly. Yes.
Party planning mode because I keep talking about that. But what a cool, and then, so you do vendor events too, like if we did something out at our office, you could just come set up well, obviously if you're available, not anytime.
Anytime, I'm available.
The agents would love that.
Yeah. I need it every now and then, you never know.
So, what is your favorite part about this, like being a business owner in this local area, like just specific to our area?
So I really like that anytime I talk to or meet a new business owner, they make me feel like they want me to win too.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I haven't met anybody so far that, hasn't made me feel like that. Everybody's been so kind, they're always like, these are the people you should be in contact with, like you should talk to this person, you should reach out to that person. Like, it just makes me feel like I belong here.
Yeah. And that's what we keep hearing too from like the small businesses that we talk to, is that like the community here is really, it like helps each other. It's so collaborative, even if you're like in the same, industry, or if you're not, like everyone's just like willing to help, which is really cool.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't either. I mean, I definitely feel like, we have a big community, but it's also a small community, so.
Yes.
If you, how you say that other people helped you, if someone approached you and they were like, I'm going to start a new business, what would your advice to them be?
This is one of my favorite questions.
Honestly, I would help them with anything that they needed. I've actually already had a couple people that have reached out to me. And I hope if they're watching this that they think I did help them. So I did help a couple people get started and put on their feet. I think mobile bartending, especially if you have some bartending experience, is kind of, self-explanatory. It's, easy, but it's like the legalities is like the hardest part, I think. So like the business side of it. So yeah, I have no problem helping anybody with whatever they need because I've received the same help. So I feel like it's only fair to give it back. So
that's awesome. I love that. So when someone does want to book, where would you point them to? Your Instagram, your website? What's the best place to get a hold of you?
Whatever is going to be easiest for them. I think I'm on like literally everything. So if you Google me, I'll pop up. I have a website. My phone number's on there. My email's there. They could message me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, literally whatever's easiest for them, I'm there.
So is it like a booking link where you've got like a calendar up and you can literally like select a day and just book it right online?
No, I do have them booked directly through me just because If I can, I am absolutely willing to book more than one event on the same day, but that's kind of hard to do like over just like a booking site, if that makes sense, because each event is so different. Yeah. So I need to know like all the details, without them just like booking, that's like you booking, like you're going to go get highlights and then you show up and you're like, yeah, actually I want brown.
Also, you get to talk to that potential client too as well. So I think that that's awesome to just be able to talk to you than, just kind of going to booking. So.
Right, exactly.
So when people think about Happiest Hour, what do you want them, the first thing to come to mind to here in town?
Fun. That's what I want. Yes. Like if they're looking to, have a good time, have some fun, that's what I want my name to be associated with. I don't want them to think, I don't even know. I just don't want them to think something bad. I always want it to be a good time.
Like lighthearted fun.
Yes.
That's so awesome. So do you have anything that you'd like to share, like to get out there, any events or anything like that going on where you'll be in the coming weeks or?
Yeah, probably. Okay, so I do want people to know, like you had touched on like the birthday parties and stuff like that. I do want people to know that it's not just a bartending service. We did talk about the mocktails. I feel like when people see like my name pop up in like their DM or, anything like that, they're like, oh, mobile bartending service, we can't use them. But I just really can tailor to like any event. So, I am pushing for like kid birthday parties and things like that. I don't have to bring the bar. I know that's a little aggressive for a kid's birthday party. We could just set up like a cute table and we can make some fun mocktails for kids, things like that. Yeah, I just feel like people don't realize what I can do for them in their events until like I get to actually talk to them and like tell them, the 47 things going on in my brain,
It's like, oh my goodness. Yeah. That's I was thinking, so I have a 11-year-old turning 12, and she keeps saying she wants something like fancy like that, like a murder mystery party or something. So I was, it'd be so cool to have something like tailored to like spooky, murdery.
Exactly, yeah.
What am I gonna do? I don't know. But yeah, so that would be a great idea. I was, to reach out to you and like have you kind of do like a theme drink. So that is
exactly. So I mean, I can do, I'm very versatile. I could do, anything. Kids parties, obviously events, birthday parties, weddings, corporate parties, Christmas parties, things like that. So I just feel like people don't really think about it until, I spit all my ideas at them. But yeah, other than that, I do have an event. I will be at Good Times Tattoos on the 3rd, August 3rd again. They're having me back, so I'm super excited about that. And then actually, I am in the works of hopefully setting up something really fun for Jacksonville. Maybe, fingers crossed. I have a meeting tonight, so we'll see how that goes. I don't want to put it out there yet.
Like a little sneak peek that we get to tell people.
Yeah, but hopefully it'll be something fun. It'll be for the adults, but hopefully it'll be something fun,
Yeah, we need fun too. So
right, exactly. Mom's night out.
Well, I did have one question that kind of goes into a little bit. Have you, because fall's coming up, fall's my favorite time of the year. I know businesses are gearing up for like just like little special things. Is there anything that is like in your brain that's like in the works that you can share that you might be getting ready for? Or
so I have 2, I think, or 3 vendor events in the fall. 2 of them are out in Burgaw, which I'll be posting about soon. One is a bluegrass festival, and then one is like their opening like pumpkin fall festival. So I'm super excited about that. I'm hoping to get some more during that. So far though, for fall, I've just been booking tons of Halloween parties, which I'm okay with because it's my favorite. So
I'll see that.
But
instead of coffee, we do.
Oh yeah, we might need to do that.
But I'm totally open to the whole fall, fest thing. So I'm hoping that I can get some more of those under my belt too.
So that you can personalize essentially like for the different events and birthday parties or just anything that you do that you can personalize it through a drink. I mean, to me, that's just awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it. Awesome. Well, thank you for talking with us. I know we
Yeah.
put you on the spot with random questions, but we love being able to share this stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for having me, guys.
Of course. Well, thank you so much. It was nice to meet you guys once again. This is Happiest Hour Mobile Bartending. And like she said, she is out all over, anywhere on social media.
Yeah.
If you Google her. And we hope you guys enjoyed.
Yes, thank you for watching Mornings with Mel again.